Hi dreamer, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are already subscribed. If you're not, I'd love to have you here. I'm currently staying at the Battle House Hotel in downtown Mobile. I give hotel reviews on this channel and bring you along on my staycations. Now this video is all about staycations. What is a staycation? Let's start with that. Now the internet describes a staycation as a trip that is in your home country and particularly possibly close to where you live. For the purposes of this channel, a staycation is described as going to a place and doing a whole lot of nothing. Now, most of the time that's going to be in the US, but sometimes that might be in Europe or somewhere else in the world. I'm here to encourage and give you permission to do whatever you want on your vacation. Your time is your time. You don't have to fill it with a million activities. And I'm definitely a firm believer here that you should not go on a vacation and come back more tired than whenever you left. I was guilty of that for years. I would leave, take a week off from work, come back and be exhausted. I would fill every minute of my vacation with activities, wanting to see the most, do the most, taste the most things. And the older I've gotten, the more I have embraced truly the art of doing nothing. And I believe that that is what a good staycation is all about. There's definitely some reasons I feel you should incorporate a staycation into your rotation of travel. So let's jump into those. First, number one, staycations are easy to budget. You are not going to have a whole bunch of air travel, and you might not have a whole bunch of hotel stays, even though in my case I do, but you're not going to be doing a whole bunch of activities, which is really going to eat into your budget. Your job is to take in your local sites and do what you can at home to relax, possibly use some of the hotel amenities, and just recharge for your life. Number two, I already alluded to this, is the art of doing nothing. It is incredibly therapeutic to get away and change your environment a little bit and just be with yourself. That's whenever you can do a lot of self-work. I love going out and just sitting at a hotel lobby or sitting down for breakfast by myself. I just did that a little bit earlier, and it's really peaceful. And if that's something that intimidates you, then possibly it's something that you might want to work towards. Also, something for you to consider is that doing nothing is a privilege that many don't have. It is absolutely a gift and a privilege to be able to go on vacation, to take time off, to relax. And as I've gotten older, I'm child-free, I'm in a good relationship, my job is good, and so it is an absolute gift that I am incredibly grateful for, that I can take huge amounts of time and do nothing if I want to, and I'm just incredibly grateful for that. And it's why I really want to encourage people to do the same. It's really, really special. Next, I want to talk about how recharging it is to get out of your daily environment and routine and do something different. Now that's why I, especially on the channel, encourage people to come to hotels, even if it's in the next town over. Stay here a night, relax, watch TV from bed if you want, go to a restaurant you had never been to before. Getting out of your daily routine will reset you, and so you can go back in and restart goals, recenter yourself, reapply yourself harder, so whenever you come back you just feel refreshed. I didn't quite understand that until maybe 5 years ago. I was snowboard down to Florida and then come back to Illinois and feel so fresh and recharged. And I was like, what is this? Like, I'm still not happy with like living in Illinois. Why am I so at peace? And the reason that I've come to about that is that just getting out of all of those habits that existed in my life in Illinois and resetting and recommitting to new, better habits in the new environment in Florida, which was very inspiring for me because it was warm, there's palm trees, it's beautiful. It really just reset me and I was just ready to go for my life in Illinois, even if it wasn't my favorite place to be. Also, stepping away from your daily obligations and the people that you love that perhaps sometimes drive you a little bit crazy. Removing yourself from that environment just lets you realign with your values and your love for them and recommits you to having them in your life. The next reason to consider a staycation is actually very, very straightforward, and that you don't have to waste as much time traveling. For my dreamers out there that have very, very limited time off, it might be hard to go to the Caribbean or to Europe because you're losing time there. To go to Europe, you're losing a whole day. I'm usually losing 2 to 3 days of my life because I am confined to my room trying to recover from jet lag. And the older I get, the harder it gets. Also, even traveling here in the States, I was traveling from St. Louis to Mobile, Alabama, which is only about a 9-hour drive, but it took me all day to get here via plane because I couldn't get a direct flight here. If you only have an extended weekend off, taking 2 days to travel back and forth to a city that you want to visit can be a lot of time. So just going, a couple hours north, south, east, west in the car to like the next major town and staying there and finding fun activities to do can be just as good because you're not stressing yourself about traveling and you're not wasting time getting to your destination. So the fun starts a lot sooner. Also, take it from someone who has traveled to over 20 different countries. I actually don't know the exact count. Maybe I should get that. It'd be good to know. And I've been to almost all of the US states. I'm really just missing the northeast ones like Maine, New Hampshire. Really want to get there in the fall sometime. I've just been kind of saving them. Hopefully soon. But I've been a lot of places, and I've definitely been enough places to know that some of the best fun can be had anywhere. I personally just love going and hanging out in hotels. I love the amenities. I love not having to worry about like leaving the hotel. It's also nice as like a solo female to really not worry about like safety. Once I get here, I am set. And so it's nice. And it also really makes you appreciate the community that you live in a lot more. You never know what like new hidden gem you're going to find. Also, as kind of a bonus point, you're putting money back into your local community, and that's kind of nice to know that your money is going to someplace local. And my final reason is that you don't have to worry about planning. I've always really liked planning, but as I get older, I seem to get busier with work and other obligations, and so it's harder for me to take the dedicated time out to plan. Now, you could always hire a travel planner, and so that's definitely an option. But if you're somebody that likes the control and wants to plan your own vacation but you don't have the time, then a staycation is definitely a great option for you because there's really nothing to plan. You go, your spontaneity can go wild with whatever activities kind of just spark your interest at the time, and you can just go with the flow. I hope some of these have inspired you to take your own staycation. Let me know what some of the things you like to do whenever you are just doing a little self-care staycation. And be sure to come back for some of mine where I bring you along to hotels that I stay in. I'll be back shortly with another video. Thanks for joining me, dreamer. Bye.